Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sorry about the late posts. Just been busy, new job, and a 2-year-old. Gotta keep you away from your projects. But anyway, a lot has changed since the summer and the last video. Had some problems losing boost, and I found that I was leaking out of my exhaust manifold. So I have torn the motor apart, remove the head so I can install Drift Motion's exhaust studs upgrade, which is a coarse thread versus a fine thread, so I can torque it down properly. But in the process of tearing this down, the little time that I had each night, couldn't make a nice video on tear down, so I will be making a video on the build up once I put it back together. But in doing all this, I found some problems with the motor, so either big things to come or slap it back together and see what happens. So got my setup here. Cylinder head looks great. Head gasket. First time using a metal head gasket, so I'm not sure how it's supposed to look, or if it was where it was failing. Obviously, it was getting hot. Middle here, where that's just how it is. Exhaust manifold gasket, you can see is blowing through significantly, and these bolts I had already tried to JB weld them in, and they all still fell. It just kind of backed right out. And then this one right there is the only one that stayed in. I'll have to drill that guy out. But other than that, the problem that I've found here is on the camshafts. You can see where the caps sit. They're pretty beat up. So, and this is the exhaust cam. I mean, this one right here is just, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just all beat to shit. So I don't know if I was not getting enough oil up here, or if I didn't lube them up enough when I initially put them in, but it looks like it's oil starved a little bit. And then the caps here, they're not all too bad, but as you can see from the camshafts, something was up. So here's this one, you can see, I mean, it's just as bad. I mean, it's still decently smooth, but there's grooves in there and not good. So I'm not sure what I'm doing at the moment. Probably gonna do a 2JZ swap. Psych, I ain't never doing that. So we'll see what I gotta do. I got an extra head, but see if I can just throw some more caps on there. If they just, I don't know. Not sure what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I might just slap it all back together and call it good. But I got some more issues to show you. These are the buckets for the valves. Well, I got the head here. Let's flip her over. So, valves didn't look too bad. A couple of them were leaking, this one right here, and this one right here. And I did a test. I have a video up on that too. I'll try to cut it in right after this. But I basically filled them all with water to see if they would leak through, and then took a compressed air gun, sprayed it through the ports, and not right in there, just a couple inches out, just right out here, and you can see the air bubbling up. If there are any leaks, I only had 2, and I seated these valves myself for the first time, and only have 2 leaky valves after 2 years of beating on this thing pretty good. Another thing is, I've always said on the head, so like right here on these ports, just kind of smooth them out a little bit. If you look at your head with the intake plenum off, every let's see, the second and the fourth one have this little, it's a lot more squared off than this, so I just smooth it out, round it out. On the plenum itself, there's actually some casting molds in there that I'll try to get in another video, because I don't have one handy. So the other things that have come about are on the block itself. The water ports are all discolored because of just using regular water, not antifreeze like I should, because I was just leaking antifreeze, and I don't want to be killing no animals leaking the antifreeze around my house. I got lots of cats. And so anyway, that's why those look like that. But on these cylinders, I don't know if you can see this back one. It's got some funkiness with it. It's still smooth. There's no ridges or anything, but it's just, it doesn't look like glaze. Almost looks like the rings are doing something funny in that one. And then I believe it's number 2 here. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that line right there. I can't get it with my fingernail, but there's definitely a crack or something going on there, and then if you can see it. But it goes right there. I mean, this one over here is an actual impression. Still can't get my fingernail in it, but these two, you can see that. Those two, can't really feel much on those at all. And I think on the other side here, saying there's this nice line you can feel. That one. So I'm not sure what that's about. So it's like I'm right here after I pull the block, get it checked out, or do I just throw it all back together with this regular head gasket, not a metal head gasket, and see what she does? I don't know, you guys can let me know what you think I should do. Just I got some, Eagle H-beam connecting rods. I don't have any pistons, but when I'm building a race car or your daily project, gotta have money. So money's tight right now. I'm trying to do the cheapest thing to keep this thing on the road. So I'm thinking thinking the last time I rebuilt this thing, I had that same issue with cylinder 2. Just looking a little weird. And I been running 16 pounds of boost, and as far as I know, I wasn't losing compression. I was just I couldn't make boost because it was leaking out the exhaust manifold, and I saw the exhaust manifold gasket. I was leaking a lot of air through there, so you can't spool up your turbo very well, and all the bolts had backed out. So I found some problems. That's why I haven't updated in a while, and I only get a few hours a night working on this thing. So like I said, I will be having a video up on the rebuild of it. I do have a video of the valve test. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know while I have it apart if there's, something I can show. I've been thinking about taking the oil pan off anyway and putting the adapter there to the way the oil flows over the bottom there. I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart right now. That line that everyone replaces there for some better oil flow. And yeah, maybe shimming the oil pump or something like a lot of people do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching again. Later.